When people talk about the families that run the world, one name instantly comes to mind: Rockefeller. Today, I'll tell you how this name managed to influence the entire world. Sit back and enjoy the story. John D. Rockefeller was born in 1839 in New York, into an ordinary family. His father was a traveling merchant, his mother a strict and disciplined homemaker. From a young age, John developed his talent for math and business. By the time he was 16, he was already keeping his own ledger and planning small investments. In the mid-19th century, America was rapidly industrializing, and oil was considered the new gold. Rockefeller was one of the first to recognize this. He transformed himself from a simple trader into one of the founding giants of modern capitalism. In 1870, Rockefeller and his partners founded Standard Oil, and soon he was controlling most of America's oil refineries. By 1872, one of his rivals, Clark and Rockefeller, went bankrupt due to John's price-cutting strategy and was sold to Standard Oil for just $72,500, nearly $2.3 million in today's money. By 1880, Standard Oil controlled 90% of America's oil, shaping the entire industry almost single-handedly. To crush his competitors, Rockefeller made secret deals with railroad companies. He arranged for them to charge his rivals high shipping prices, while giving Standard Oil massive discounts. For example, the cost of shipping a barrel from Cleveland to New York was 50 cents for his rivals, but only 15 cents for Standard Oil. This strategy forced competitors to either surrender or go bankrupt. Some disappeared from the market in just a few months. But Rockefeller's financial genius went far beyond transportation. He exploited regional price differences in oil to make arbitrage profits. In 1877, a barrel of oil cost $1.20 in Pennsylvania and $2 in New York. By buying cheap oil and selling it where it was more expensive, Standard Oil made $500,000 in profit in a short time, roughly $15 million today. This move strengthened both his cash flow and his grip over the market. By 1901, Rockefeller began donating around 10% of his fortune. Through institutions like the Rockefeller University and the Rockefeller Foundation, he invested heavily in education and healthcare. By 1913, his total donations had reached $500 million, nearly $16 billion today. But these acts weren't purely out of generosity. They also built him prestige, social influence, and helped balance his evil capitalist image. Still, Rockefeller's rise wasn't without controversy. In 1911, the U.S. Supreme Court ordered Standard Oil to be broken up into 34 smaller companies. Among them were what we now know as Exxon and Chevron. Ironically, this breakup didn't weaken Rockefeller. The combined value of the new companies actually made him richer. Thanks to his financial brilliance, his wealth continued to grow even after the fall of his empire. Rockefeller's story is filled with fascinating details. He always preferred using cash and distrusted credit, a habit that protected him during economic crises. During the Panic of 1873, while others went bankrupt, Rockefeller's fortune stood at $90 million. Another curious fact: he sometimes deliberately reduced production at his own refineries to manipulate prices upward, creating market speculation and demonstrating his strategic genius. John D. Rockefeller wasn't just the king of oil. He was the author of the rules of modern capitalism. Even today, global markets still use his playbook. Monopolization tactics, arbitrage strategies, corporate mergers all trace back to him. His story proves one thing: money isn't just about profit. Used wisely, it's invisible power. And with that power, you don't just earn, you rule.